In this lesson, we're going to be multiplying monomials. Y to the fifth raised to the second power. So this is known as a power raised to a power. So if we recall our exponent rules, a power raised to a power, we simply just need to multiply the two exponents. So in this case, we have y to the 10th power. One of our more basic examples. Let's take a look at more. Here we have negative 3x squared, y to the fifth, all raised to the third power. So each term inside the parentheses is actually raised to the third power here. So I'm going to raise each one of these individually to the third power. So this is negative 3 to the third power. Negative 3 to the third power is the same thing as saying negative 3 times negative 3 times negative 3, which in this case will be negative, and 3 cubed is 27. X squared raised to the third power again. So here we have x squared to the third power, which becomes x to the sixth after multiplying. And then y to the fifth raised to the third power becomes y to the 15th after multiplying 5 times 3. Alright, let's take a look at another example. So we have 2a to the fourth, b squared, times the quantity 3a to the sixth, b to the seventh. Okay, so here I'm just going to combine my coefficients. 2 times 3, which I get 6. I'm going to go a to the fourth times a to the sixth, which is going to be a to the 10th. Okay, now notice I'm adding these exponents because this is not a power to a power. This is just your multiplication here. And I'll show you one more quick step on this one, and then just to finish the last one, b squared times b to the seventh is actually just going to be b to the ninth. If you wanted to rewrite this, this is really just saying 2 times 3 times a to the fourth times a to the sixth times b squared times b to the seventh. Okay, and then combine like terms here. 2 times 3, I get my 6. a to the fourth times a to the sixth is a to the 10th. Just adding my exponents, keep your base. b squared times b to the seventh becomes b to the ninth. Again, just adding your exponents, keeping your base. Okay, your base is the a. So again, a to the fourth times a to the sixth. Keep your base, which is a. Add the two exponents when you multiply a to the 10th. All right, let's take a look at another example. Negative 4x y squared times the quantity negative 2x squared y to the third raised to the second power. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to concentrate on this piece here first, okay, because this one has an exponent raised to it. And I'm going to apply this square to, again, all three terms inside. So going with my first term here, so I got negative 2, so this could come down, so I'm not going to touch this yet. So this becomes negative 2 squared, which is positive 4. X squared to the second power becomes my x to the fourth. And then y cubed to the second power becomes my y to the sixth. And again, I'm getting these exponents by multiplying. Again, power to a power, we're going to multiply the exponents. Alright, so now that I've got rid of this exponent here and I've distributed throughout the terms inside, now I'm going to go back and do what I did in the last problem here. If you want to rewrite these, you can. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to say negative 4 times 4, using my coefficients here. I got negative 16. This is x to the first. So x to the first times x to the fourth is x to the fifth. And then my last one here, y squared times y to the sixth is going to be y to the eighth power, adding my exponents. Okay, so when I'm multiplying, I'm going to add my exponents. Eventually we're going to see examples where we divide, we subtract the exponents, and when you have a power to a power, we multiply the exponents. Alright, so here we go. Negative 2 times quantity negative 3xy squared raised cubed times the quantity of 4x squared y, all to the second power as well. Alright, so again, I'm going to concentrate here on this piece here first. Once I do this piece, and then I'm going to tackle this piece here. Okay, because they're both raised to some kind of exponent. So let's go with that one first. So I'm going to bring down my negative 2. Alright, I'm going to rewrite this. So negative 3 cubed, again, is negative 3 times negative 3 times negative 3, which is going to be negative 27. This is x to the first cubed, which is x cubed, y squared to the third power is y to the sixth. Okay, and again, just distributing through all of them, multiplying. 4 squared, I get 16. X squared to the second power is x to the fourth. Y to the first squared is going to be y squared. Alright, so now we got rid of our exponents here on the outside. And now let's tackle the exponents, or now let's tackle the rest of the problems. So if we want to go with our coefficients first, we have negative 2 times negative 27 times 16. So 2 times 27, we get 54, and then 54 times 16, we get an answer of 864. Negative times negative is a positive. Positive times a positive is a positive, so positive 864. Then I'm going to tackle my x's. So I have x cubed, x to the fourth, which is going to be x to the seventh, and then y to the sixth, y to the second becomes y to the eighth power. Okay, let's take a look at one more. Express the area of the figure. So the area of a rectangle is equal to the length times the width. So in this case, the area is equal to the length with it, which is 6x to the fourth, times the width in this case, which is going to be 3x squared. So if we do this here, we can say the area is equal to 6 times 3, which is 18. X to the fourth, x squared, is x to the sixth.